Okay, so I thought I'd make a video about the room renovation. I look like crap. One thing I noticed about, since I've been trying to restore my body, I feel super good, but I'm weak now. Babying myself for all these months and not doing anything. And I fell into a depression. I guess that's to be understood. Yeah, so... yeah, I can't lift the stuff I used to be able to do. And pause for a sec. And so anyways, this is, let's go back here. Anyways, so this is the room. I pulled the carpet up. That carpet weighs a ton. It's like 10 by 10 and it's thick carpet. I don't know, I picked it up for $50 at a... Somebody was selling it. It's nice. It's really thick, but it's got to be vacuumed, and it fits in here and has to be rolled up a little bit just because it's a little bit too big, but it works. But anyways, this is the original purple and white chimney. This light gray, I think I'm going to darken it. We'll see. I'm going to do the ceiling first. And this here is quite a cool canvas. So instead of blocking it out right away, I'm just going to blacken this short piece of ceiling up here. Yeah, I'm going to blacken that. And I'm going to leave the white here. And I might do a big mural. And so that shelf there I painted. It used to look like this kind of wood. And this frame on this window was the same, so I darkened it using black gesso, which gives it this really awesome matte. It kind of looks like cast iron. And this wall here was done in it as well. I just really love it. It's so awesome. I don't know how to explain it. I gotta touch up some spots up there. And I might make that black too. That beam up there. We'll see. See what happens. Yeah. So that's gonna go all the way across. And I hate this light. It's a track light. It should be on the ceiling. But that's all I had at the time. And then I gotta darken that plug-in and paint that register black. But it doesn't really matter, the carpet covers it. So this is my progress. So that's my progress so far. Still trying to make a bunch of decisions on other things. I'm not sure what I should do. The thing that's bothering me is if I start school in January, then I have a 2-year commitment. And I don't really know if I want to stay in this city or not. I'll try to figure it out. But I'm renovating this room to well, for one, it needs to be straightened out no matter what I do. And so does the rest of the house. So that's a good thing. It's a bonus. So either way, it's a good use of time. But I gotta get cracking on my school decision before the end of November, because if I go to school, it's either gonna be January or May. I think May. Or September. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I should do. It's weighing on me. But, oh yeah. I like the way that is in the corner there. Oh yeah, my door. Remember I did that. That door's really cool. So I gotta do the black trim around that as well. Save some black gesso for that. But I love this corner. I like how it brings the plum in. I still don't know about this purple. I think it's that light that makes it awful. Otherwise, I like when it darkens. And I have this really cool chandelier light I bought. So maybe find somebody to switch out the lighting and hang the chandelier on the ceiling. I think it would look really cool. And then I could put lace on the purple, or maybe get some kind of red gloss, maybe. Stick it over top, like a glaze, a red glaze over this purple. And that might make it look pretty cool. So that's my project that I'm working on. It's taking a while. I wish I could get in the mood. If it's not my depression, then lately it's kind of been my body. Well, I don't have body issues. Just, I don't know, the last couple of days I felt kind of off and on yucky. I don't know. I'm not sick, but it could be my diet. My diet's bad right now, and I just want to sleep. I think my body's going through a major overhaul and repairing itself. My spine was a problem. Like I said, if I would only know what October would feel like. Well, I will tell you that from last October till this October, it took a year to feel as good as I feel right now. And there's still more progress and work to go on this body of mine. I really did a number doing what I used to do for 6 years. And then making a lot of sacrifices and putting things off. Plus a couple things I went through that really messed me up. Like 4 years ago, and then January just threw me off. Like, just, whoa. Yeah. And then all I focused on was everybody else to distract myself and just let myself deteriorate. So, you don't realize it until you get really sick. And then you have to go through the recovery of it all. And then you wish you never did that to yourself. Kind of like self-sabotage. Yeah, it's pretty destructive. But you don't know it at the time, because it happens incrementally. And I don't know how to explain it. It's like you don't even pay attention to yourself. Yeah. Anyways, I can't wait to maybe be this person I used to be. At least happy. At least try to get that happiness that I used to carry all the time. Just seemed to run away. And I hope it comes back someday. Alright, so I pulled out that chandelier. So I think it would look pretty cool. At one time I was going to take these sockets out and I was going to replace them with candlestick holders so you could put grungy candles on it. But I'm kind of glad I didn't do that, because now I just gotta fix this and make a cable, I guess, and then I'll probably string it up in the center there. Or maybe if I put a desk and shelving in there, I could hang it over that. Or do both. Do a chandelier and some kind of lighting up there. Yeah. Because in all this mess and junk I have collected over the years for my tiny house project, I do have a bunch of fixtures and stuff that I could probably incorporate up there. But forcing myself to do this is a positive step in the right direction, no matter what happens, because the only way you're going to feel better and get better is by doing something, part of the process. And that's why I used to do art therapy. So instead of doing art journaling, I'm doing interior decorating, turning my walls into the canvas. So I'll see what happens. Since I can do anything in this house and it really doesn't matter, and my landlord's cool about it, I can pretty much mural any wall. So I can graffiti this whole room if I want to, which is really cool. The only sad thing is, and the only thing I don't like about that, is when I leave, it's like I'm leaving a piece of myself here. And sometimes thinking of that idea, I'd like to just buy a whole 5-gallon or 10 gallons of white paint and just paint the whole place white when I leave. But then that sounds kind of selfish. The colors in this house are really nice. But it's just about the energy, you know. You put a lot of love and especially when I get into doing art and symbolism and that kind of stuff, esoteric kind of things, it gets really personal and spiritual. So that's where it's kind of weird, because hang on, I'll take you on a walkabout. So yeah, some time ago I did this mural out in the hall. I guess I should turn the light on, but it's pretty nice, and you can't take your art with you when you do this sort of thing. There's another colorful rave in there with the moon. So anyways, yeah, so that's the one thing about creating in a place you can't stay in. But that's part of it all. I mean, I guess when you think about it, no matter what you do, you're going to be leaving something behind. Even if you put tattoos on your body, your art's going to be left when you move on and carry on and transform into another energy. So you just accept it and do it out of love. When I was first renovating this house, it was great because I felt like I'd be leaving something for something. And at that time, I was cool with it. But then they sold the property, and now this is just going to turn into the owners of the gravel pit will take it over, and who knows, they might just burn the building down or turn it into a gravel pit garage. I don't know. But yeah, so that back then, I think that was 6 years ago or so, 8 years ago, at least 7. That discouraged me. And I went, oh, because I was going to put slate around the bathtub and stuff like that. But I was doing it to help the landlord, me enjoy the process, and then if the landlord wanted to rent the place out again, it would have more value, and I'd feel like I did something in return for all the kindness. But yeah, I can't really explain what I want to say. But anyways, I thought I'd just document this because I wish I would have documented. I do have some footage. Maybe I'll put all that together someday. But yeah, trying to get myself motivated and pull myself out of this pit. The pit and the pendulum. That's what's going on with me right now. And the pendulum is like the clock ticking. So I gotta push myself and make a to-do list. And I'm just happy it's winter, because for some reason winter just makes me really breathe and relax and take things in stride, and yeah, that'll help me. Anyways, take care of yourselves, and the next video will probably be more progress or something. I can't even get into making videos, but I'm going to put this up anyways. It's part of my diary, I guess. And then someday when I get happy, I'll go, gosh, you went through all that? Wow. Good thing you're happy now. And it'll be a reminder to not feel like I feel as I feel at the moment. All right. See you later. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I know better. But even now, it's the first time in my life I've been on the other side. Usually I'm helping people get out of their whatever or work through things. But I should kick my ass, you know. But, well, I guess I sort of am. But it's all about thinking. But I'm not really thinking bad thoughts. What I'm experiencing is some other things. And I do have more compassion for people who are going through things that are affecting their body more than their mind. Some of this is mental. It's hard to change. It's hard to let go. It's hard to go through things. It's hard to experience loss. I'm not talking financial loss. We're talking about love loss or death or things out of your control. But everything changing, not just one thing. So it's the mind is one thing and the body is another. But when you got both of those going on, it's a lot to go through. And maybe this experience is helping me with. One time I wanted to be a person who did transpersonal art or counseling or something. Maybe this is part of my development for future plans. I'm not really sure why or what. They say we can create our own destiny and future, but then other people say our timelines are set and we have to put ourselves on the other side of the mirror to create a change in our script, in our film. I'm really working on that. But sometimes the body weighs you down. And the vessel's really important to take care of. So, because what good is anything if you can't function? It's like a broken down machine. You know, it was great to do what it did, but when it stops working the way it's supposed to, and you can't find the right parts or whatever, then it kind of just sits there. And even though it looks good and everything, or made you happy at one time, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And yeah, it's really weird perceptions. I have all these weird thoughts, but yeah, so I just gotta pull myself out of it. So as soon as I get this place cleaned up, the next thing to do is to start lifting some small weights and doing some cardio a little bit every day. Because the last time I went on a 90-day water fast journey and stuff, it really didn't take long to build the body strength up again. You'd be surprised. So if you are struggling with anything like weight or just you hadn't done something for a while because you were sick, just force yourself to do a little bit every day. Like, doesn't matter, 5 sit-ups, couple leg lifts, and like just doing some stuff in that room. I could going up and down a ladder. Just forcing yourself to do something you haven't done for a while. Any movement, a little bit every day, will build you up again. It's just like the mind. If you haven't worked out your brain for a while, your brain hurts when you start studying and reading and doing stuff, or learning a computer program or something. But if you just do a little bit every day, eventually you build those muscles, even your brain muscles. So hopefully this video had a bunch of little things in it. But mostly, sorry to say, but it's to help me. And if it helps somebody else, that's a bonus. Have a beautiful life. Take care.